going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of how amateur golfers should be training. If you missed the first video, I'm going to link it at the top of this video, but we're working with Derby and we're going over a lower body session. Derby's 13 years old. He's in 8th grade. He's put on 10 pounds of muscle in 1 year, and he's consistently swinging 160, 165 mile an hour ball speed at 13 years old, which is pretty impressive. So this is a leg day we're going to go over, and without further ado, let's get into it. So we're starting off with a weighted jump using this trap bar. One reason I like to use the trap bar is the weight is centered around me. You've got a good rigid surface to hold on to, and you can really translate the momentum from the jump to the weight. So notice how he's driving all the way up, decelerating that weight and setting it down on the ground. All right, keeping a good solid core. He's yanking it a little bit, but this was our third set, so he was kind of tired. Now we're going to a band assisted high jump. All right, a little bit lower impact jump, but the band is assisting him at the top, and then it's tightening at the bottom and allowing him to work on his landings. All right, so I really liked to contrast those together. Now we're doing a med ball rotational toss from a half kneeing position. The inside knee is up and facing me. That way he can get more rotation on the back end, but he's having to decelerate that momentum and then reapply it in the direction that he's throwing. All right, this is a good move for deceleration and reacceleration, and kind of gives you a break from the first two jumps. Now we're working on landmine hack squats. He's been doing back squats over the last few weeks, so we kind of took a step back and we're doing something different. Derby bottoms out a lot in his jumps, so I like those because it develops that strength on the bottom end. Now we're doing a single leg RDL. Notice how from his toe to his head, he's in a straight line, hinging from his hips, right? Getting full range of motion, working the hamstrings in contrast with that landmine hack squat. And then we're just doing an accessory movement here, just a single leg calf raise. Again, just something to do. That's an accessory while giving him rest from the first two movements. This movement here, I covered it in another video. I'll link it up top, but this is a split squat with a terminal knee extension, or TKE. Just a good combo move to target the quads, and again, to accessorize the hack squats. But targeting that VMO of the knee, is going straight down, coming back up, squeezing the leg. Again, you'll just feel a burning sensation in that quad. And then again, in that same video that I linked, this is an eccentric hamstring slider curl. Just accessorizing the quads with some hamstrings, going slow on the way out, holding that bridge until you get full extension in the legs, and then resetting. Again, I'm only focusing on that out part just to target the hamstrings. And then a golf specific move here. This is a half kneeling windmill. Derby's doing a good job of keeping that weight stabilized over his shoulder. Eyes are to the weight, and then it's a mix between a twist and a hinge, working on some mobility and a little bit of core stability. So great golf specific move here. We did 5 on each side on that one. All right, and that's it for part 2 of how amateur golfers should train. Formatted very similar to the first part, 3 circuits, a different focal point in each circuit. Circuit 1 is power output, circuit 2 is lower body strength, and then circuit 3 is still lower body, just working on some accessory movements that he really needs to develop just as a better athlete. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you are an amateur golfer and you're not training like this, you need to start getting in the weight room and lifting weights. All right, golf specific movements, there's a time and a place for them, but they're not what's going to get you stronger, and they're not going to get you more powerful. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to start on a training program, I have a free 8-week golf strength and power training cycle on my channel. Click that playlist and go through those workouts and follow along. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.